Ayo, Shalom. Oh, praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Hashem, Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone who rule well. And Shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work of sincerity and truth. Yeah, I got this article on Breitbart. And it's basically about, you having this new senator getting sworn in. And it's like the second LGBT senator that they've got in the in what do you call it? Getting sworn into what, the fucking Senate? Yeah, Arizona Senate. Yeah. And she's a bisexual, and it's like she decided not to get sworn in on a Bible. And that pretty much represents, the spirit of America, which is completely against the word, completely against the truth, and promoting all the wicked ideologies, all the wicked wines of the world, over the world, because this thing's being glorified. So yeah, it says Democratic Senator Kristen Sinema refuses to take oath of office on Bible, and it says, and even the amount of fluff and bullshit there is about this article is like half of the other fucking like news sites reporting on this shit are just talking about the clothing that she was wearing, and but just bare BS, bare fluff, man, just come on, man. But it says newly elected Arizona Senator Kristen Sinema refused to be sworn in on the Bible, opting instead to place her right hand on a book of laws, including the U.S. Constitution and the Arizona Constitution. And that's the spirit of these, Americans. They basically think the greatness of America is above and beyond, the Bible. They're just like, look, man, she's meant to be an atheist, which excellent, spectacular, amazing. I'm so proud for you. But it's all good. You can be down with all that. But that just shows that's one of the reasons why America's going to be destroyed. Because these guys, the thing is the only reason America's got the rule is because the Lord set up that way, man. Just like how them getting taken down, the Lord can have His hand in that whenever He so desires. So what? It says the book Senator Sinema placed her hand on to be sworn in on came from the Library of Congress. Her office told the Arizona Republic. It says Kristen always gets sworn in on a Constitution simply because of her love for the Constitution, the Senator's office said. Her love for the Constitution. I mean, it's some fluff, man. It's some BS. Because it's really it's showing basically that they're just trying to show, look, man, that Bible, that time's done, which is all good, because the thing is America they were never down with the Bible. These guys, they set up their kingdom claiming to be down with the Bible, but then what did they do? They destroyed the people on the land with the Northern Kingdom. They butchered and massacred them and put them on reservations. So what's righteous, what's down with the Bible about that? Then you brought the Southern Kingdom over in hardcore slavery. So what the fuck? It says there is at least one other reason Sinema refused to place her hand on the Bible, according to the Pew Research Center for Religion and Public Life. The Arizonan is the only member of Senate who does not identify as a member of religion. Sinema, who started her political career as a member of the Green Party, also identifies as bisexual. She's only the second member of the Senate to identify as LGBTQ. Despite her current claim to love the U.S. Constitution, in her work with left-wing groups in the early 2000s, Sinema was far less solicitous of the law of the land. In fact, she was quoted in 2002 as saying she thought it was acceptable that anarchists and Antifa types perpetrated violence, carried weapons, and destroyed property in pursuit of the extremist goals. So you got that sly little one sending for her life. But, you know, this basically just shows this is what America's about, man. America's about basically they're about, you know, they worship you know, the so-called American way of life, all those false doctrines, all those wines and all that confusion they're promoting. That's what these guys are all about, man. That's what they love, and that's what they're down with. The thing is like all these guys claiming to be down with the Bible. All these guys up in these offices, a bunch of renegades and criminals, man. A lot of these guys are basically in the pockets of the elites. And they know Wagwan. They're basically working to pull them plans together, man. Let me read this. Jeremiah 51:7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Yeah, so everyone's drunk of the wine. Everyone's mad. Because America's that chief play. Splashing that. Fucking hell. America's that chief place. Splashing that wine all over the nation, man. That's making everyone else lose their minds. Because they're that big beacon. Because all this trans shit, all this, like, that shit blew up from nowhere, man. That, I'm like, you can go back to 2012. Like, what they even talking about, it was fucking homosexuals. Then after that, all you start seeing a rise, a spike. Bunch of guys deciding, you know what, I'm a woman. Just going around in a fucking dress and a wig. Which is just, you know, all that's just complete madness. Like, does that even make sense? And that's, you know, that's the kind of, you know, the kind of nation. That's and the thing is you've got historical examples, man. You've got historical examples of nations that have basically gone into that way, man. Sodom and Gomorrah. Those guys were basically seared off the face of the earth as an example, that chief example. So then, you know, why like, it's actually insane for you to be like, if you're gonna abide in that way of life, there should be no surprise whatsoever the judgment that comes associated with it. It says what? Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed. How for her take balm for her, if so be she may be healed. Yeah, because America's gonna get absolutely destroyed, man, annihilated, and then people are gonna be trying to save America, man. People are gonna be trying to be like, no, America. Everyone's in love with that America's, man. Right now, they're losing their minds. It says what? Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heavens. Yeah. How for her take balm for her, so we she would have been healed. It's like we would have healed Babylon, but she was not healed. Yeah, that's because the Lord ain't gonna be, there ain't gonna be no rejuvenation for America. America's gonna get waxed, and it's gonna be done. Once that judgment's coming upon America, it's game over. And the reason why, you know, people are gonna say, but why? But this, you know, this is exactly why. You know, you put in you put in you know, sexual deviance into your chief offices, and basically, them guys ain't even down with the. That's, you know, this perfectly represents, you know, America right now. They ain't down with no Bibles, and they're basically a bunch of sexual deviants, man. So, you know, what is it? Should it even be a surprise? Ain't no surprise, man. And it says what? It says, we would heal Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Yahweh hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh our power. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes, and his device is against Babylon to destroy it. So yeah, that king of the Medes, that's at Russia. And they've been raised up as device against America, what? To destroy it. So that's the judgment. Is going to be that, chiefly Russia, but also China, Iran, Europe, all the so-called allies of America. Everyone's going to turn on America. They're going to hate the whole and burn it with fire. That's in the scriptures. uh, but why is that? It says what? It says because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of His temple. So it's the vengeance of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So that's the reason why. The thing is, everyone's getting all messed up, you're getting all confused. But you need to understand that the reason why the judgment's coming is because of what you're doing, man. The disgusting way you're living, man. The Lord basically he set up, examples of why you shouldn't live, of the righteous. And the thing is from when you've got set, like the vast majority of them guys in that Senate getting sworn in the Bible, them guys should know in there it says, that gay marriage is off. But what? But what's going on? Of course, that's being promoted. That's being allowed. So it says what? It says set up a standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. For Yahweh hath both devised and done that which He spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. Yahweh of hosts hath sworn by Himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. He hath made the earth by His power, He hath established the world by His wisdom, and hath stretched out the heaven by His understanding. When He uttereth His voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and He causes the vapours to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of His treasures. Yeah, you're trying to come against the power of heaven, man. The power that made the whole earth, that made your ass, man. Your ass has got created by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But then you're basically going to completely go against the ways He told you to live. Well, what do you expect? You've got examples. Look at Rome, man. You look at Rome, Greece, Babylon, even the Dark Ages, man. Jake was going off, man. His own people. From when he's gonna smash his own people for going off. How much more so a fucking heathen, man? Come on, man. But you know what? I'll leave it there. Yeah. Shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work sincere in truth. We pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Hashem God Kadash, man. Don't want to say apostle, oh, there's a great millstone. And shalom.